This, my friends, is why you do not fall asleep in the sun with no sun cream on. Good times.
1, 2, 3.
Hi guys, welcome back to your video. So today I'm going to be filming a wee get ready with me, and I'm going to answer your questions while I'm filming it. I just wanted to answer some of your questions and stuff because there is quite a few questions here. So yes, I asked you to make them as juicy as you want, so let's get started. So first of all, going in with my vitamin E hydrating mist. If you know my makeup videos, you know that I use this non-stop. It's literally, I think, like £3 or £4, so yeah, it's as good as any other setting spray. So just completely drench the face. So next I'm applying my Nivea Soft Moisturising Cream, and this stuff is really good and it does give quite a good base for your makeup, so that's why I like it. And also, once again, it is cheap, so I'm not complaining anyway. So the first question is, are you single? And the answer to that question is no, I'm not. I have a boyfriend. We've been together for technically since last January, but we broke up in between it, so from last November. So we've been going out for a year and like a couple of months, technically, if you want to count it since then. So no, I am not single. So next I'm going in with my Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Taupe, and I'm just going to fill in my brows. So the next question is a bit of a jump from the very first question, is when do you think you'll get engaged? I have no flipping idea. I want it to be soon, but it's kind of all down to Josh, isn't it? It's not really down to me whether when I get engaged. So yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't a clue. It's not really down to me. It's down to when Josh wants to ask, or if he wants to ask. So yeah, but I do obviously think that Josh is going to be the person that I do spend like the rest of my life with, so I'm hoping that he proposes. So these questions are all kind of the same thing. So the next question is, when do you think you're going to get married and have kids? I want to be married in my 20s and have children in my 20s now. Obviously I don't know when that's going to happen, but I think get married around the age of 25 and then just start like trying for like children like after that. But that's like the plan anyway. Whether that's actually going to happen, we'll see, but that's what I'm hoping for. Josh and I have obviously talked about like having kids and stuff, and when he wants to have kids, he says he doesn't want to have any after the age of 30, which, okay, but I want to have 3 children, hopefully 2 boys and 1 girl. So yes, I'm hoping around getting married at 25 and then literally just start trying for children after that, but we'll see. Okay, so now I'm going to carve out my brows. For my actual lids, I'm going to go in with this. This is actually new. I got this new. It's the P. Louise base in 0.5, and then for the top of my brows, I'm going to go in with the Revolution Conceal and Define in C6. So the next question is something you're excited to do. Well, getting out of lockdown is like the main thing I'm excited for, but I would say me and Josh going to New York. I'm so excited for it. I think it's because it's like our first proper holiday away. Like, we've been to Dublin and stuff together, but that's not really like a holiday, I don't think. So when we get away to New York, I am so flipping excited for it. We're just kind of having high hopes at the minute, hoping that we get, because of obviously coronavirus and stuff. But yes, still praying that we get to go. So I'm now going in with the P. Louise base and just carving out the underneath of my brow. So the next question is, are you embarrassed by your old videos? Yes, of course I am. Like, have you seen my old videos? Like, they're mortifying. I have obviously privated like the very first video and stuff I filmed, but I am quite embarrassed by my old videos. Like, Josh like sometimes sits and watches my old videos like in front of me, and it is mortifying. I'm not going to lie, it's very embarrassing. But yeah, I am embarrassed by my old videos. I'm proud of them, don't get me wrong, but I'm embarrassed by them. So now I'm going to go in with eyeshadow. I'm using the Sosu X, I can never say her name, palette, the Urban Bible, and the September Rose palette. This is like a dupe for the Morphe 350 palette. So yes, I'm just going to first of all go in with the shade Savior in this wee palette. It's like a light brown shade, but I've actually hit pan on, which is so upsetting. But yes, I'm just going to go in with it and put it like in my crease and like blend up a wee bit. So the next question is, where do you see yourself in 10 years time? I see myself hopefully in a good job, a good stable well paid job, living in a house in Ballymena, because I could never move out of Ballymena, and with my kids, because obviously I'll be 29 and that's when I want to have all my kids by. Well, I said I would go into 30s, but Josh said he wouldn't, so I don't really have much of a choice. But yeah, so that's where I'm hoping to be in 10 years time. But if that's the plan, that's the plan, and hopefully it gets executed. So I'm now going in with the September Rose palette, and I'm just going to go in between these brown shades here and just kind of like darken up my crease a good wee bit. So the next question is, when did you have your first boyfriend? Now, this is a tricky one, simply for the fact of I would consider Josh as my first proper like long-term boyfriend. But I have obviously had boyfriends before him, and I had like boyfriends in like primary school and stuff, which were just like wee silly relationships. Wouldn't have even called it a relationship, to be honest with you. But yeah, obviously I have like had boyfriends in the past, so yeah, but I would count Josh as like my first proper boyfriend, if you know what I mean. So I'm now going to go in with the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. This is like the illuminating one, I believe, which obviously I need because I need all the illuminating I can get, because my face is very dry. Not very dry, but I just don't have like the nice glowy skin that other people have. So now I'm going to go in with foundation. This is the Superstay Activewear Foundation in the shade 36 Warm Sun. I love this foundation, it's really good, and it's cheap too. I think it's only like £10 or something in Superdrug and in Boots, but Superdrug for some reason here has more like the shades in it than Boots does. So the next question is, when did you lose your virginity? That's quite a tea question, I think. I did ask you to make them as juicy as you want it to, so clearly someone has taken me up on that. I lost my virginity when I was 17. I think that's like a normal age, isn't it? To lose it, like 17, 18 to me would have been like the normal age. Obviously, people are a lot more like, I don't know how to explain this without making it sound pure weird, but like people have been doing it a lot younger, I would say now. Like people who are younger than me have been doing it quite young, but no, I lost my virginity at 17 and I think that was a good age for me. Obviously I think that just do it whenever you're ready. Do not rush into things. If you don't think you're ready, then obviously don't do it. I wasn't ready before that and that's why I didn't do it, but 17 is the age I lost it, and I'm pretty happy with that age, to be honest. I'm quite happy that that's the age I lost it at, because like that's like you're just about to become an adult, like stuff like that, and I don't know, I was happy with the age that I lost it at. I'm trying so hard to cover up the redness, but it's just poking through. We can just pretend it's blusher, it's fine. So next I'm going in with concealer. I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Look how light this is. But this is in the shade Ivory, I believe. It doesn't actually say on it what shade it is, but it just says 05, but I think it's Ivory I picked it up in. So yeah, I'm just going to put that where I normally conceal. I'm not sure how I feel about this concealer. Like, I'm using it because obviously I bought it, but like it's not as lightening as I'd like it to be, but it still does the job. So the next question is, if you could meet any celebrity, who would it be? For the simple fact of I fancy the pants off him, it would probably be Ryan Reynolds. Sorry Josh, but yeah, like I am slightly obsessed with Ryan Reynolds. He has a place in my heart. Josh is gonna be so annoyed that I said that. But yeah, Ryan Reynolds I think I'd meet. So the next question is, do you think Josh is the one? Yes, I do think Josh is the one. Like, I don't think there's more, as cringy as this sounds, I don't think there's like a more suited person for me. I think he is like perfectly suited, and I think I have found the person I want to spend forever with. But yeah, I know that sounds probably cringy to most of you, but it's the truth and you asked, so I'm just answering it truthfully. So next I'm going in with the Revolution foundation stick in the shade F14. I would normally use F12, but they've discontinued it, which is a wee bit annoying. What can you do? Like, look, like this is like so dark compared to F12, but it's fine when it's blended out. just know that. I can't actually find the brush I used to blend out my cream contour. Like, I don't know where it's gone, it's completely vanished. So I'm just going to use this foundation brush. The next question is, what is your body count? So I obviously, like I said, I lost my virginity at 17 and I've been with Josh ever since I was 16, so 1, yeah, and it's gonna stay that way. So so next I'm going in, I can't really show you because it's in a lid, but it's the Airspun translucent face powder. I'm gonna go with it and just put it anywhere that I can seal. So the next question is, do you have any regrets? I think everyone has regrets. I think like anyone who says they don't have regrets is lying, because I think everyone does have like some regrets. I am a strong believer in everything happens for a reason. So yeah, but obviously you can still have regrets and believe in that. But obviously I do regret some of the like people that I had in my life and some things that happened in my life. I do think that everything happens for a reason, and if like that stuff didn't happen, I wouldn't be where I am today. Do you know what I mean? So as much as yes, I am a believer in everything happens for a reason, I do have regrets, and there's not really much you can do about them, is there? So I'm now going in with the bronzer. This is the City Bronzer by Maybelline New York in the shade Deep Cool 300. This is my favourite bronzer I've ever used. Like, as you can tell, like I've hit pan. But yeah, I absolutely love this bronzer. It's nice and like warm is what I like. Like, I don't really like cool bronzers. So the next question is, what is your favourite thing about Josh? There's many things I love about Josh, but I think his, like how loving he is what is my favourite thing. Like, I love his sense of humour. I love how easygoing he is, but I think what I love most is that he's just such a loving person, and like you could literally go to him about anything. Like if you needed help with whatever, like he would be the type of person who would drop everything and help you, which is what I love about him. But yeah, I think I love everything about Josh, apart from the fact that he farts all the time. I don't really think there's like one specific thing I love about Josh. Like, I love everything about him. So I'm now going to take that same bronzer and just like darken up my nose a wee bit, like give it a bit of dimension, because it's not really looking like it's there at the minute. I don't do this to like actually like contour my nose and make it look skinnier. I just do it because it makes my face look a bit nicer when there's like not just brown and white, it's like brown, white and then brown again. So yeah, that's why I do it. Like, I don't really do it for the simple fact, like, I love my nose. Like, I'm not trying to change my nose, it's just that I'm trying to put a bit of colour back into my face. So next I'm going in with the Collection blush in the shade Bashful. This is just the wee cheap blush, but it does the job. I really want to try the Milani blush, but I'm using this up first. Like, I've hit pan and everything in it, but I'm just trying to use it up first. This is just to put a wee bit of colour back in my face, as you can see, and it just makes the redness that's already there look like it's meant to be blusher. The next question is another wee juicy one. It is, have you ever had a pregnancy scare? I have actually had a pregnancy scare before. It didn't end up being anything. It wasn't really a pregnancy scare, I wouldn't say, but it was more of just like Josh and I were like like, oh shit, like you could have got pregnant by that happening. I don't really want to tell the story because it's like personal, but I'll just say that yes, we have had one before, but it didn't end up being anything, obviously. But yeah. So now going in with highlighter, I'm using the MAC highlighter in Global Glow. I love this highlighter, it is honestly amazing. Like, it's just nice and glowy, which is what I love. Like, look, oh, unreal. And it's like illuminating at the same time, so that's why I like put it like everywhere that I do. Like, I put it on my cheeks and then I put it on my chin just to give it a wee bit of a shine, do you know what I mean? And then I put it on my forehead a wee bit. It just gives a wee bit of like extra glow, because obviously I don't have like dewy skin, so highlighter is what brings the dew to my skin. So next I'm going in with my brow mascara. I've just wiped the foundation stuff that's on my lips, and I'm now going in with brow mascara. This is the NYX brow mascara in the shade Brunette. I've only tried 2 brow mascaras, but this is probably like the best one I've used. Oh, and there's a bit under my eyebrow now. So now going in with lashes. First of all, I'm going to go in with my Benefit Roller Lash just to coat my eyelashes, and then I'm going to use these. These are actually new lashes that I haven't tried before. So these are the Molly lashes in Paris. I am flipping obsessed with these, and they were quite cheap as well. I think they were like £5 including postage, so I am not complaining about that price whatsoever. If I could get it open. But yeah, so I've never used these, so I need to cut them down and put them to the right size of my eyes. But I think these are honestly flipping gorgeous. I can't remember how I saw these. I think I saw them on Instagram. Maybe someone else posted about them on Instagram or something, I think. Okay, so guys, that's everything for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I just applied the Primark lipstick in the shade Luster, and then obviously I put on the lashes. But yes, that is everything for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to follow all my social medias at the start of the video, and also link down below. I love you all. Have a good day, and everyone who's watching this. I love you. Mwah! Peace out.